I am the architect of this company's future. I've invested millions in the most advanced technology, automation, cloud computing. On paper, the projects are flawless, with impressive growth projections. But in reality, it feels like I'm driving a Ferrari on a dirt road. The engine roars with immense potential, but the vehicle goes nowhere. The low adoption of these tools by my team is a red number that haunts me, a KPI I can't justify. Why aren't my people ready? Why do they resist the future I'm offering them? At first, I thought it was their fault, the team that didn't want to change, the bureaucracy, the lack of budget, anyone but me. I justified it by saying that change is more technical than emotional, and my ego, that of a tech expert, told me my value lay in my data prowess, not my people skills. It was one night, after a failed board meeting, that I was left alone with my frustration. The board didn't understand why, after a multi-million-dollar investment, the results were still stalled. I felt unheard, that my work was undervalued. At the same time, I became aware of my own fear, the fear of not understanding the human element, of AI, which I so staunchly championed, making me obsolete, of my technical leadership not being enough in this new era. It wasn't the technology that scared me, but the possibility that I myself was the weak link. My greatest strength, my technical expertise, was blinding me to an invisible cancer that had spread throughout the company: fear. A Harvard Business Review report that I had read and then dismissed came back to me. It said that up to 80% of digital transformation failures are due to human factors, not technical ones, like inefficient leadership and a weak culture. Case studies of companies like Target, with its failed Canadian expansion due to poor supply chain management, and British bank TSB, where a technological migration led to widespread failures, echoed in my mind. I realized my exclusive focus on technical solutions, without a plan to prepare people, was doomed to fail. Technology changes nothing if the human ground isn't ready to receive it. That's when I did something radical. In the next meeting with my team, I didn't talk about data or dashboards. I talked about a feeling I had: frustration. I asked them, "What concerns you most about all this? Let's talk about that, not the software, but what we feel." There was a long, awkward silence. But then, someone raised their hand and spoke of their fear. Not of the software, but of irrelevance. Of being replaced by a machine. Of their years of work becoming worthless. In that moment, I understood. My job wasn't to force change. It was to create a safe space for people to name their fears. Because as the saying goes, if AI is the catalyst, empathy is the glue that holds change together. AI, far from being an enemy, became a stress test for our organizational humanity. It forced me, the architect of code, to look beyond the hardware and software to see the soul of the business. The path forward wasn't more technology, it was more awareness, more connection. I started measuring not only the ROI of technology, but the ROI of well-being, trust, and active listening. I am now a leader who transcends the technical role to become a leader of human transformation. And I've discovered that AI didn't come to take our jobs, it came to take away our excuses for not being more human. My true legacy will not be the Ferrari I built, but the path I helped forge so we could all move forward together. Now I'm clear. And you, do you dare to transform your being before transforming your business?